toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see one of the top teams in this conference taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
On the ground, it's Cox. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man, it's Robinson. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On the ground, it's Cox. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, UCLA! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Duke. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off-play action on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Fires downfield. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. It's Johnson.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm in this deep.
Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a crease. It's Cox. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskers!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. It's a running room. There he goes. He's at the 40. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up with 1. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Turns it loose. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the running back. It's a seam wide open.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Rayola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll try the left side. Runs through a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Rayola. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard.
If at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. It's caught. Made a defender miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Pressure coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going right to work up top. And down he goes back at the 3. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you want this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Raiola. A little screen to the running back. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to... You saw it right there.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
On the run, it's Woods. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He wants a big play here late. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome.